Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Promotion and pricing strategies. Chapter number 13, part 2. Learning objectives are: number 1, outline the roles of personal selling and public relations in a promotional strategy. Number 2, describe pushing and pulling promotional strategies. Number 3, outline the different types of pricing objectives. Number 4, discuss how firms set prices in the marketplace and describe the 4 alternative pricing strategies. Number 5, discuss consumer perception of price. Personal selling. Today, salespeople are more concerned with establishing long-term relationships with customers. There are some key situations where personal selling is most important. Regardless of your career after college, selling is an important skill. Personal selling, a person-to-person promotional presentation to a potential buyer, is called personal selling. Many companies consider personal selling the key to marketing effectiveness. A seller matches a firm's goods or services to the needs of a particular client or customer. Today, sales and sales-related jobs employ about 16 million US workers. Businesses often spend 5 to 10 times as much on personal selling as on advertising. So an example you can see about this: selling to the government or military, etc. Personal selling is required for most of the products in our country, Pakistan, as well. Sales task. All sales activities involve assisting customers. Regardless, salespeople go through order processing, creative selling, and missionary selling tasks. Telemarketing has grown into an important part of all the tasks. Order processing, identifying customer needs, pointing out merchandise to meet them, and processing the order. Creative selling promotes a goods or service whose benefits are not readily apparent or whose purchase decision requires a close analysis of alternatives. Missionary selling, indirect form of selling in which the representative promotes goodwill for a company or provides technical or operational assistance to the customer. Telemarketing, personal selling conducted entirely by telephone, which provides a firm's marketers with a high return on their expenditures, an immediate response, and an opportunity for personalized two-way conversation. The sales process. The sales process has got 7 steps. The sales process typically follows a 7-step process depending on the product you are selling as well as the customer. Number 1, the prospecting and qualifying. Number 2, approach. Number 3, presentation. Number 4, demonstration. Number 5, handling objections. Number 6, closing. Number 7, follow-up. Prospecting, qualifying, and approaching. A good salesperson varies the sales process based on the customer need and responses. Prospecting means identifying potential customers. Qualifying means identifying potential customers. And approaching means analyzing available data about a prospective customer, product lines, and other pertinent information. Presentation and demonstration. In presentation, salespeople communicate promotional messages. They may describe the major feature of their product, highlights the advantages, and cite examples of satisfied customers. Demonstration reinforces the message that the salesperson has been communicating. Salespeople communicate the marketing message during the presentation and demonstration stage, and they align the benefits to the potential customer and their specific needs. Handling objections and closing. If the presentation effectively matches the product benefits to the customer needs, The closing should be a natural conclusion. Hopefully, the closing is the beginning of a strong customer relationship. Use objections as an opportunity to answer questions and explain how the product will benefit the customer. The closing is the critical point in sales process. Even if the sale is not made, the salesperson should regard the interaction as the beginning of a potential relationship. Follow up. The salesperson should make the customer feel reassured about the purchase. After closing, the salesperson should process the order efficiently by calling soon after a purchase to provide a reassurance about the customer's decision to buy and create an opportunity to correct any problems. So follow-up is an important part of building a long-lasting relationship. It may determine whether the customer will make another purchase. Public relations. Public relations has achieved broader promotional goals. Companies can build their prestige and brand through publicity. Publicity includes news coverage and unpaid placement in the media. Public relations means a public organization's communications and relationship with its various audiences. Public relations is an efficient indirect communication channel for promoting products. It can publicize products and help create and maintain a positive image of the company. Publicity means non-personal stimulation of demand for a good, service, place, idea, event, person, or organization by unpaid placement of information in print or broadcast media. Good publicity can promote a firm's positive image, and negative publicity can cause problems for the firm. Promotional strategy. Marketers provide cooperative advertising allowance to retailers partners where they share the cost of local advertising. Push versus pull strategies depend upon product objectives and may be a combination of both. Pushing strategy relies on personal selling to market an item to wholesalers and retailers in a company's distribution channel. Companies promote the product to members of the marketing channel, but marketing channels, not to the end users. So pulling strategy promote a product by generating consumer demand for it, primarily through advertising and sales promotion appeals. So potential buyers will request that their suppliers, retailers, or local distributors carry the product, thereby pulling it through the distribution channel. Most marketing situations require combination of push and pull strategies. Cooperative advertising means cooperative advertising allowances provided by marketers in which they share the cost of local advertising of their firm's products or product line with channel members. Pricing objectives in the marketing mix. Business people attempt to accomplish certain objectives through the pricing decisions. Pricing decisions vary from firm to firm as well as product to product. Pricing is a key component in total revenue. So, pricing objectives in the marketing mix can be about the volume, marketing connection, prestige, and profitability. Pricing objectives. Price. Price is an exchange value of a good or service, and it can have profitability objectives, volume objectives, and pricing to meet competition. Profitability objective means maximize profits by reducing cost and maintain price while reducing package size. Volume objectives means base pricing decisions and market share goal. Pricing to meet competition stands for meeting competitors' price. Competitors cannot legally work together to set prices. Competition can result in a price war. Pricing strategies. Scarcity can create prestige. Products that are limited in distribution are so popular that they become scarce, generate their own prestige. Prestige objective means establishing a relatively high price to develop and maintain in image of quality and exclusiveness. Recognition of the role of price in communicating an overall image of the firm and its brands and its products. Products that are limited in distribution are so popular that they become scarce, generate their own prestige. We can take the example of iPhone in this prestige objective example. Pricing strategy. Cost-based pricing. Cost-based pricing is very common in retail. So, cost-based pricing formulas that calculate total cost per unit and then add markups to cover overhead costs and generate profits. Actual markup used varies by such factors as brand image and type of store. Typical markup for clothing is determined by doubling the wholesale price, the cost to the merchant. Break-even analysis. Businesses often conduct a break-even analysis to determine the minimum sales volume each product must generate at a certain price level to cover all costs. Sales beyond the break-even point will generate profits. Sales volume below the break-even point will result in losses. So it means break-even analysis is a pricing technique used to determine the minimum sales volume a product must generate at a certain price level to cover all costs. And the formula for the break-even point is equal to total fixed divided by contribution to fixed cost per unit. Our break-even point in dollars, you can say total fixed cost divided by 1 minus variable cost per unit price. Example can be seen in this break-even for the break-even analysis. Alternative pricing objective. The strategy a company uses to set its prices should grow out of the firm's overall marketing strategy. So alternative pricing objectives can be skimming pricing, penetrating pricing, everyday low pricing, and discount pricing, and competitive pricing. What is skimming pricing? Skimming pricing is setting an intentionally high price relative to the prices of competing products. It helps marketers set a price that distinguishes a firm's high-end product from those of competitors. While penetrating pricing is setting a low price is major marketing weapon, often used with new products. So penetrating pricing is often used with low products. Everyday low pricing and discounting pricing means maintaining continuous low prices rather than relying on short-term price cutting tactics such as cents off coupons, rebates, and special sales. Discount pricing means businesses hope to attract customers by dropping prices for a set period of time. Competitive pricing means reducing the emphasis on price competition by matching other firms' prices. So competitive pricing, concentrating marketing efforts on the product, distribution, and promotional elements of the marketing mix. Consumer perceptions of price. Marketers must think about how consumers perceive products. Price-quality relationship and the use of odd pricing are important considerations in setting prices. Price-quality relationship considers consumers' perception of quality closely tied to price. That means high price is equal to prestige and higher quality, while low price is equal to less prestige and lower quality. I repeat it again. Price quality relationships means that high price is equal to prestige and higher quality, while low price is equal to less prestige and lower quality. Odd pricing means setting prices in uneven amounts are amounts that sounds less than they really are. For example, $1.99 or $2.99. Thank you. That's all for promotion and pricing for part 2. Thank you.